showing more and more positive signs. Now, Astralis on the CT side start. Inferno, they got 13-0 by Vitality when they played it on debut. So we didn't get to see much of their CT side, Alex.
Well,
Quite literally just the pistol round.
A full 12 rounds this time.
That's nice.
That is a treat.
Now, we'll touch on the smoke that Xantares throws, actually, Magic throws for Xantares for banana control, and how Astralis can deal with that on the CT side a little bit later. We'll just focus in on the pistol for now. 2 smokes, 2 flashes, a Molotov. It's 4 sets of Kevlar, and, well, a defuse kit for Cadian. Out banana, they go for free, just Yabby on B. So it'll have to be a retake.
Yeah, this is perfect. It's going to be perfect. Just Yabby. And he's got, what, a couple of chances to tap through the smoke, and they're not far off the mark, but Madger's across and will punish. Yabby can't play for the retake if you're dead. Now Madger's found the opening. Woxic handling business here. There's a lot of bodies. Swaps to burst. Good headshot back. Stare fighting his way through. By removing Xantares, they not only have the advantage, but it falls on the shoulders of Calix and Wakadia. And he's good for it. Lovely shot. Traded out. Stown hits the shot. Now Calix unnoticed. Calix does not have the health for this. And they've even got a kit. Cadian ready to defuse. He's going to hold it. He's going to hold it. Calix doesn't have the health. He has to hope and pray that bomb's not being defused. Astralis start off with the dub. Conceding, playing retake, 4v5, and successful.
They've got a round on Inferno, Alex.
There it is. Number 1.
Lock it in. This is a round that I feel EF should have won every day of the week. I don't love Woxic going to burst fire. I imagine it's because he doesn't know exactly how many players are pushing up, but burst fire Glock, it can be a cruel mistress. Wakadia with a bit of an overpeak. Magic not able to trade, and Stown finds his triple by putting down Calix. Bomb planted, finances available. Xantares with an AK.
Big retake.
Dropped from Madger, and they're not actually going to be sending him up banana. We can still see the smoke. If you look at the radar, you can see it here. So Yabby's going to have to be tussling with this. It was quite difficult for a lot of teams during ESL Pro League to have to deal with the way Xantares is able to manufacture this banana control.
Yeah, and Inferno's been a real, strong weapon in their arsenal.
I think the fact that Yabby was just jumping over the half wall for info and not like calping any bullets or anything coming back his way, it's very good info and probably what helped Astralis block over towards top mid. So now Xantares has gone back, applied a little bit of pressure. They will be going A.
Smokes are sailing through. This is a set piece from EF.
Big nade.
Nade to delay, going long side.
Big
Device
gap.
is not holding this, and the smoke will obscure, so there is a gap. That's an important kill. Magic can't convert it. Yabby lives on, and it seems the jig is up. Cadian, aware of what's up, what's cooking. He's holding onto his smoke for as long as he can, and he smokes them off.
That's beautiful from Cadian.
Well, now what? Stown's in a very good corner for this. You're going to overlook it. You get a free frag, and a trade from Woxic could be tough with the AK and the wide swing into Stown. He continues to farm up. Stown yet to die. Multi-kill in both rounds so far, and he delivers back-to-back multis. Double kill from Stown in this one. They find themselves all of the upgrades they could possibly desire, and Eternal Fire's Force Spy goes nowhere.
Yeah, beautiful. Really well handled. I love the kill from Katie and the fact he's able to get away, segregate them with the smoke, just stall them out towards CT spawn, and then forces them back over towards this A site. So the Force Spy from Eternal Fire, extremely flat. And now they will just have to stomach a bit of a save. One of the key features for this form of Eternal Fire, which is why there is respect put on their name, obviously Xantares is delivering, but for me, the bigger difference maker was Woxic.
Yeah.
And he was in some of his career best form. You go back to Mouse Sports when he was in that team with the likes of Chris J, Robs, Carrigan, right? We were talking the tail end of 2019. Unfortunately for them, moving into 2020, everything kind of changed.
Yeah.
But Woxic being in that key form, I think is one of the difference makers. Initially, I thought it was going to be Wakadia, another plucky rifler alongside Xantares. I think the problem is for him, still young and inexperienced, definitely not completely inexperienced, but when we initially saw him, it was like, oh wow, he's great on vertigo. They set him up towards ramp. He's very sharp. That type of pressure to have to deliver should probably fall more on your Orpa and your Star Rifler, who are both getting on, right? Xantares, I think I was talking, it might have been a podcast the other day, and the age was mentioned as Xantares, and I was like, I know he's been around forever, but I didn't realize he had knocked on to 29.
29?
I know, right? But he's been on our screens for such a long time.
Yeah, that's true too.
But I guess that just tells time's been getting away from all of us.
That's lovely. Crazy nice onto Device. And now Wakadia manages to catch one from the balcony position. Somehow, some way, this has gotten a little bit uncomfortable for Astralis. Stare, trying to stop that bomb from getting across. They know he's pit. And he's just swiveling around, does very well to isolate Woxic without going down to Wicardia, who now jumps into his death.
Okay, is Yabby able to get away from this MP9? Yes, he is. Able to find himself a silenced M4. So, AK 2 M4s carried through, and going to be more than enough money to get the buys. Now, it's down. No, it's not Stown, actually. It was Yabby who dropped the AWP across. So Device will have the AWP and Woxic the same. And that's important. We were just talking about Woxic. But T-side Inferno, not always the easiest to be finding impact. Let's see if he's able to do so. Madja lining up that smoke. You see that lobbed out top left-hand side of your screen. Oh, the CT's missed their banana control smoke. You can see that just wafting into the middle of nowhere.
Oy. Yeah, Device has missed out of his window of opportunity on the Calyx cross, second mid. Half wall smoke drop, but not like in a retake approach, more so just giving something for Yabby to hold.
It's very suppressive, isn't it? But they wasted one early, did Astralis, so I'm going to be curious. And Zentara's, he's not afraid of no smoke.
Another deep half wall smoke. So they know that the B anchors have used 2 already.
And there's still a minute on the clock. So this is going to fade at probably about, what, the 50-second mark? And at this point, I think that's the tell for Madja. Hey, look, as soon as this fades, we get sandbag control, we execute. But Cadian ready to spring the trap with Yabby. This could be round defining.
Yeah, they've even called Stown over, so an extra flashbang will arrive. Yabby, he didn't swing. So many people blinded off that. Oh, the whole team's there. He gets 2. And it's on Wicardia and Zentares, no less. Massive scalps to remove from the equation. Accelerating now is Madja. Incendiary drop. Cadian, this is looking very tight. Limited options in his positioning towards the fountain. No ops for first orange. Flash is good again. Stown activates, but Woxic's there. Catches the push through on Coffins. Calyx punished by Cadian. Over the top, though. Hard axis to cover. And now a 2v2. Eternal Fire have managed to make this look very possible. Spamming away with the dig, hoping for a stray bullet to find Woxic, but now it looks like it's all boiled down to Device. Woxic fills the feed for the first time. A double kill in this round once that AWP found its way into his grasp. Device wants to save his.
Or does he?
He peeks into him, yeah. Woxic collects. Triple kill from Woxic. Trying to keep the energy high there.
Faber wants energy.
Yeah, he wants energy.
I don't know if Madja agreed, but regardless, I think that counter from Astralis with the flash in the fight, that was beautiful. Like we were discussing all throughout ESL Pro League of how do you counter the way that they're taking this control, and they got everything that they would hope for, and then maybe more, and still couldn't win the round. So this B defense really flubbing the lines down ahead. Cadian gets one, but now pinned towards the site. Up and over from Madja. Great work from the in-game leader. And then Woxic just gets to post up with the big green. Bang, bang, bang. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I mean, if you're being critical, Stown pushing that smoke into Woxic, he's not to know that there's an AWP holding his smoke push too far away as well from the God Flash. Stare on Apps is about to be tested by a MAC-10. Calyx considering his options.
Wicardia might go down here on this default progression thanks to Device's AWP.
Oh, that's an aggressive AWP line. Catches him in bedroom and forces Calyx away.
Well, these little tweaks, right? So you're obviously looking for these gaps as part of the default progressions where they're not using all the util, right. And you want to be able to try and take this space. So Device gets a cheeky one for free, gets to reset completely, and I think it's just going to send Eternal Fire towards B again. It's Yabby on the boost, Cadian on the jiggle. Cadian with a lot of util remaining as well. So let's see what he's able to pull off with this. Just a flash in the hand at the moment.
Oh, Cadian deleted. Madja runs him down. Yabby some trigger discipline. Messy spray gets away. 4 on 3. EF, they have the site. They cleared it out, calling it clear. Now the bomb to be planted. Calyx responsible for that.
They just team-nated.
Oh, they did. Zentares left on 2 HP after his exchange. Very, very hard post plan. You're blinded into the flame. You lose half health for it. Oh, God, this is a tough one to hold on to.
This one's going to get wonky.
Feels weird already. Okay. Incendiary to buy a bit of further time. Zentares given the AWP with the low HP. Tucks in new box and no, he's actually leg shot them, but goes down to Device's AWP. Now this is all onto Calyx. Huge shots! Jumping SMG. Woxic can win the round, but long range from Stair.
I don't see a kit. I don't see a kit.
I think they've just got it. 10 seconds. Had to find that immediately. Stair, I think, getting onto it just in the nick of time.
It's going to be damn close. I think they get across the line only just... Oh, no! Oh, no, no, no!
Oh, wow. What is that? A fraction of a second in it. Eternal Fire take the second round. Can't believe that. I mean, really, really close. Down to the wire, the minutiae of this round. So leg shot converted. Jumping from Stair, turns around and picks up a gun. If he didn't pick up a gun, he defuses it. You have to find it as well in the fountain.
Jeez, that's tough.
That's a huge one. There's the energy Fabi was looking for.
Well, they haven't broken them yet, though, have they?
Favor, sorry.
Combine up again. Zentaro's going to try and waltz on through. Kissing in the smoke with Yabi. They're going to waltz on past each other. They have to know this is a possibility. And Zentaro's actually backpedaling into Yabi. He's just gone straight past him.
Okay.
Well, no one can see a thing.
I think he knows something hit him in the smoke, right? He's like a bit concerned, a bit thrown off.
He's not worried about logs, though, is he?
No, he's not right now. If you push the smoke, you're a dead man.
Yeah.
Oh, free frag. Trigger discipline? He wants the whole team. Moxic is hidden in the corner. Oh, hello. Oh, God, it's gone wrong! Yabi gets one. Down at least finishes off Centares during the distraction, the hubbub.
Oh, that flash was late.
Yeah, very. Wakadia ate it.
If they win another round with a disadvantage like this, it's going to be a miracle for EF.
You can see where the opportunity is, can't you? Looking at the mini-map.
And Stair only has a deagle.
Yeah. Could go wrong.
You can't lose another one.
You're about to.
The
Okay,
mid-smoke's bought them enough time for the device rotation and the banana push.
Okay.
Or has it?
Well, Cadians are rounding this corner and they are still there. Gosh, hard to do with an MP9. Does do significant damage to Calyx.
Stair's mollied.
Oh, Stair, what can you do? You just need to live. Living is great. And it leads to the Devil from device. Caught on the cross. Lovely AWPing and a big smile on the Dane's face. Look at the vibes. Vibe check is high.
Yeah, remembering the 95%.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I did like that interview from Cadian.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Cadian's a great speaker.
Yoink.
Well, just going to be the eco for EF. Flash in Madge's hands, couple of upgrades, Deagle, P250s, and, well, all in all, what should be Astralis' 5th round to play. Suppressive utility, slows down any boiler control, more nade just in case there is a pop. And considering Astralis, right, they play under the controversy of the fall finals. Lots to unpack there, but that's definitely for another day, another time. But they got to play with their full roster, which is, I guess, great for them, great for
Just
the
get
org.
the reps in, right?
Yeah, but that's it. They played 2 series. They did win a map, right? And I think that's a positive. But it's so early within having a new in-game leader who's previously an AWPer, and now he's doing rifling in all these different positions. So it is going to take time for things to start landing as they should. So what are the expectations for Astralis? Well, any wins, I think, is a great result, and a best of 1 is the best place to find some of that confidence.
True. Yeah, I mean, to be in the upper bracket coming into the second day of play.
Against Heroic.
Heroic.
So they could log themselves in for the playoffs.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Right,
okay.
because G2's upset loss.
That's a delectable treat,
and
isn't
if
it?
EF lose, that's also an upset loss.
Yep. 2 upsets could lead upper semi.
And I think this returns to a sentiment of the desk saying there's extremely limited tape on Astralis for Madja and Faber to be able to prepare
Yeah, that's true too.
for this matchup today, which preparation is quite key within their game. They worked very hard in the last couple of tournaments. They're on a decent spree, back-to-back grand finals. Heartbreaking loss to Na'Vi. That could have easily been theirs. I think the maps that they won were the blowouts, right? And the maps that they lost were the mega close, like 13-11 type scorelines.
Yeah, man, my heart bled for Eternal Fire seeing their reactions to being so close to glory. But that's, I mean, that's competition, isn't it?
That's what it's all about,
That's what it's all about, exactly. It has to feel terrible to lose so it can feel amazing to win.
Device going to peek in a second mid, I think. Yep.
Yeah, he likes this. And they've flashed it. Done their due diligence, not going to be punished yet. Device has staring apartments. Calyx, ooh,
Nice
wow,
shot.
great crosshair placement as well. Didn't have far to adjust.
They've kind of punished this default twice now,
Yeah.
right? Wakadio went first in a previous round, got picked by the AWP.
That's right.
And now stare forward, ready for the Calyx crawls. So really harassing the map control for EF.
Like early doors.
Cadian freed up to rotate back towards B. Miyabi in quite a passive scenario. They will have to tuck somebody in side. So things will have to change with this B defense. Boost up, MP9, powerful position.
Where's the smokes at? If they burned through 4 smokes already? Oh no, sorry, I see 2. Stare and Stown have them.
Device.
No one on B though.
What was he off to? Well, back and forth he goes.
And it's going to be a app-centric commit.
2 smokes, a flash, and a Molotov. You don't really have a lot of options, EF. You have a lot of space, though.
Smoked off of the Balk is a very well-timed smoke. And a second one. Oh, that really limits your options. Actually kind of lucky. A little bit suboptimal.
Have to go up porch side.
Stown prepares himself. Here's them coming. Readies his aim, unloads his mag, puts Watsik and Wakadia on half health for the spray of Stare. Lovely work from the Danes here. Triple kill from Stare in defense of A, and Magic doesn't have any time, any chance of winning this one.
Desperation, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Crazy Hail Mary spray through a smoke, hoping to find Stare in transition, and now he might even go down after time unless the bias... now just wait. Just keep him there. Just keep him poked in. Oh, well. All right, all right. 4-round difference for Astralis now. Things are looking good. Looking very good indeed. EF, can you bounce back on this T side? You will have to wait another round before you get the buys out. There's Stare with a great round. Opening and closing. Business. As it is going to be the second tactical timeout, so either the conversation could come to its conclusion in time, or Faber doesn't like what he's hearing.
Yeah, 2 timeouts already burned through, just 8 rounds in.
Yeah, and it's going into a partial buy. So you want to be discussing the bigger picture right now, right? You don't just want to, oh guys, all right, let's get some deagles and search. Or this is more like a philosophy style thing. So maybe Faber noticing that this default over towards Boiler and Halls is getting exploited early. Do we need to try and do something a little bit more direct? Why are we moving away from going towards B when we found good success over there? So there's a lot of questions, and what are the answers? That's what we're...
I just wanted to sprinkle on top that this is more than it looked like from EF. A little bit more on the nade department. I mean, perhaps Faber did have some idea as to where they could find a half-buy victory.
Well, they got the lost burners working for them.
Yeah, I mean, this is quite threatening. Tech 9s, Mag 10s, a bit of pace, some good players, flashbangs, or Stown just runs at you and guns you down before you even get to start. Nade on the face, Watsik down, good catch. How's that?
Think about the boatload of information you just got there. You take down Wakadia, who traditionally is the boiler defaulter, and you take down Watsik, who's the supportive T-Stairs player. And now you've just seen Madja and Calyx. So Zentaris is actually the one flirting over towards Apps and Boiler right now. But this investment gets absolutely nothing. They've just been stunted once more. Astralis, they are looking some very good form. Now, Madja, he likes to look like all the players, doesn't he? You know, he's a shapeshifter, Madja.
Which one is he today?
I was trying to think of any X-Men character I could other than Wolverine, and the only other one was Gambit.
Gambit's a guy. My name's Gambit.
Who was the guy with the, was it Cyclops?
With the...
Laser beam.
Yeah, laser beam. Mary Jane or whatever her name was.
There was Jean.
Jean, that's it. That's who I was thinking of.
Professor X.
Yeah.
Magneto.
Was he an X-Man? He was in it.
Well, once upon a time he was.
Was he?
Yeah.
He was an X-Man.
He used to be a good guy, and then he became a bad guy.
Yeah. Spoilers, by the way. For anyone that hasn't watched the X-Men franchise.
What have you been doing?
Yeah, actually, what have you been doing?
Well, very suppressive utility uses there from Australia. Deep incendiaries, down the gut to middle, down deep banana,
the speed guy. The speed guy was cool.
Speedman.
Yeah, Speedman was his nickname.
Well, they're not doing their patented half-wall banana smoke. What's going on here? If it's a clear change of game plan, Australia's got you rattled.
Yeah, I love that after, that timeout, Stare starts with an early app smoke spam strat. Interesting ideas.
Well, they can be dynamic.
God.
You don't know what to expect from them, right? They can do whatever they want. They get to play quite literally their game.
Calyx cannot catch a break. Bruv just got brought down to 7 HP, random smoke spam from Stare.
Maybe you should get a Kit Kat.
And device... Oh, catches the Watsik search. Lovely angle held. Punishes the rival AWP.
I'm just getting on an opening kill watch right now. It ain't feeling good.
Good idea. Stound, powerful angle, supported and executed. Wakadia goes down. Nice trade back. Calix, an important frag, despite the low HP from Stair's spam. Researching. Stair is on a mad one here. We've had some Danes in good form. Day one of Rio. Tessa's first. Now Stair stepping up to the plate and Stound alongside with him. Nothing here for Calix. Where's Antares working up short? Does go down to Yabi searching out.
Come on now. There it is. And I'm glad we're getting a nice performance out of Stair, right? This is someone who we've seen very small glimpses.
Yeah.
And obviously on the come up when he was in Sprout, that's when it was the most exciting. But within Astralis, you think, okay, he's in the best Danish organization. Surely this is where he gets to put on his best work. But unable to do so, I guess, based on position changes, roster changes, the instability, device thinking he can in-game lead. But now Stair, he's just absolutely pumping him. Stair and Stound, 12 apiece. 8 for Device, 9 for Yabi, Cadian on 7. Everybody contributing in a 6-round differential right now in favor of the Danes. And
the T side sucked, didn't it? Right? In that 13-0 you talked about?
Yeah, they lost
12 rounds.
12 rounds.
Okay. So just as far as, you know, reminders go, it's like a slip up here. You lose a silly Deagle headshot you shouldn't have given away, and suddenly it's 8-4. It could get awkward for Astralis. Right now, the vibes are at an absolute premium. You know, you're just chilling, you're laughing, you're having a giggle.
I think I'm going to say something wild.
Go on.
I think they probably win 13-5.
Okay.
Unless they lose this round.
A caveat. All right, well, no pressure, Yabi. You just got the whole game in your hand.
Has a molly. Has a smoke. There's extinguishers available for EF, 100%. So if he mollies, they'll extinguish and still go through. Check this out.
Okay, it's going to be pacey. Oh, fannying around with his weapon. Pulls out his rifle for 2. And they don't know that there's no one else home. Cadian, chance to spam on the cross. Does opt against it. Instead, opt for a HE to clear. Chance to try and line up for the spam. Wakadia tests him. Reclear, standing in the open like a sitting duck was Wakadia. Woxic does well to catch the Cadian push through. Another HE, another frag through. Just Woxic, low HP. Doesn't really have legs for this one. Doesn't really have a chance in this one. 27 points of health, 1 versus 3. They have got kits, and they've got all the time in the world, taking their sweet time with this one. Flashes in from Device. Woxic not going to be revealing himself just yet. Does want to try and isolate a duel and commits to the spray, unable to convert. A 9th for Astralis.
We'll never know what could have been. It feels like Wakadia may have had some issues there.
It looked like he was
just stuck. Like Crosshair wasn't moving. There was nothing along those lines. He's not in the server right now. So yeah, it looks like Wakadia had some technical issues there. And look, to be fair, we never know what the outcome of that round would have been. But the 2 rounds they did win were on B. So that one really hurts. But it was already bad for EF. This just kind of makes it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, something happened there, didn't it? Yeah, definitely. I think that highlights it as well as possible. And yeah, you're helpless in that situation. But we're back underway. That'll be the 3rd opener. There you go. 3rd opening kill for EF.
Maybe they can make their 3rd round off the top of it. Or will the 4v5 percentage take a leap up? Look at this from Calix. Hyper-aggressive. Had a chance onto Stair. Peek straight back into Device there. Gets punished for it. Calix trying to do a lot of work there early.
And look, Zentaros is low. Yabi the same. 1 point of health. Device is confident, isn't he?
Yeah, he's feeling himself right now. Locked in on the short angle.
They found a gap. On the long smoke, Fade Stairs actually giving things up. So if they crawl, you won't expect it to be open. So how does that play into things? And this is very heroic. Gamble stack.
Yeah, it's true. It's a combination. You know, you can call it what you want as long as you think it's good, says Cadian. Madja. Flashed into the angle. Gonna isolate.
That's a different player. That's the pit player.
Right. That's a bit suspicious already. The fact that there's another body there.
Get the bomb go A, boys.
Wakadia is searching. And he's going to be in a prime position.
Sounds noisy. He's heard this.
Gets the info safely. Stound, that's a big move. That's a crazy play. Smoke to get himself across from the library angle. Now makes it really clear that this is a mistake. He shouldn't have left just sight, but Yabi catches him. Won't be able to stop the cross. Bomb gets across. Madja will be punching in the code as we speak. Zentares 1 and 11.
They can nade the smoke.
Okay, worked out for them last time. Looks like he's trying to get it for Nubox this time. Bang! Right right on the monies, and Torres' 12th death. One frag to boast.
Device is only now just joining them. Bomb's halfway gone.
Taking his sweet time, worried about the lurks, I suppose. We got Madger and Woxic left to try and close this one down. Nice forward presence from Woxic. The orb's there. Yabi down. Can a third round become theirs? It's a missed shot from Woxic, but time is against Device. He needs to hit the Deagle headshot. Woxic closes. 3 to work with. 3 opening kills and 3 rounds as we swap sides. Astralis, they need to start winning some T rounds to close this one down.
Anybody else? Anybody else but you? Anybody else but you? Anybody else but you? I don't want anybody else but you. Anybody else but you? Anybody else but you? Anybody else but you? Anybody else but you? I need anybody else but you. Anybody else but you. I don't want anybody else but you. I need anybody else but you. Anybody else but you. Anybody else but you. Anybody else but you. I need anybody else but you. Anybody else but you. Anybody else but you. Anybody else but you. I need anybody else but you. Anybody else but you. I don't want anybody else but you. I need anybody else but you. Anybody else but you.
Opening match for Eternal Fire and Astralis, and a 9-round haul from Astralis' CT side. It's not looked pretty, and the typical win conditions, Wakadia, Woxic, and Zentares, 2 of the 3 yet to really show their presence in the server. Zentares absent in his opening game here in Rio. He's had the short end of the stick. I'm joined by Chad Sponge Birchill. We get into the second half. Astralis have had trouble on their T side in the past.
Yeah, and a very small sample size, so I'm sure we're about to be something a little bit better today. But this is the final half of the best of ones for IEM Rio 2024. Maybe, Alex, shh, the last best of one we might see in this type of a format. But who knows? Oh. Definitely not me.
Silent.
But violent.
Most definitely. Up into the apartments.
It's a Danish oven.
I see what you did there. Let's see what this flash is going to be destined for. Woxic's on the boost. Does it catch him too? No, he falls off and goes down. Yabi down too, though. Wicardia with those dual Berettas can farm himself up a triple. Could be more. Could be more. No bullets. That's a brave repeat. Just cool your jets. Relax for a second. Calix gonna have some support. Wicardia's there. And it's an Eternal Fire pistol.
All right, the beginning of the Turkish comeback story. Wicardia, one of those names you were just laying out, needed to get activated, definitely did. Xantares, it is kind of a worrying sign that he only has one kill. That's so below his standards. The only one, if you remember it, which I do, was the Deagle kill Archside. Remember that? He got like this Deagle kill into trash that he was like transitioning into?
Yeah.
That's his only kill.
Huh.
So it wasn't even on a gun round or any form of impact. It's kind of been Madger and Woxic that have been the two delivering in that department. But feeling themselves, they get into the buys. Astralis are going to take things as conservative as possible. Stay with the Deagle, Katie with a flash, and the rest with some Glocks. So right now, we all know how these rounds work. You milk out the CT side utility, a kill or two, a plant. That is fantastic. A round win, highly unlikely, unless your opponent unplugs their mouse, their keyboard, their eyes.
Oh, yeah. Unplugging their eyes. The future is now.
Well, we're all using VR, aren't we?
Yep.
Everyone's got on a headset of some variety right now.
That's right. It's all a simulation.
Stead, jiggling out Boiler with a Deagle in hand. Couple of stickers. Print stream. Obviously, we need to talk about skins. It's a big part of Counter-Strike.
No charms for Astralis.
Charmless. Do you remember the TV show Charmed?
Oh,
It was
it
with the
rings a
witches.
bell. Was it a witchy one?
There was like three sisters and they were witches.
I think we did have Charmed
You would have had
on
Charmed.
the telly box.
Yeah, it was American, so we all had it.
Right.
There's Xantares. 3 eco bash kills, feeling good in the hood. Now he can get activated the CT side. This is
Can't
what we
believe
want
it.
to see.
Xantares always props his keyboard on the actual monitor stand. I find that to be...
I think this is the thing, right? Everyone has these unique setups and people ask about, oh, why does this guy hold his mouse this way or whatever? It's like, a lot of the time, like, not talking about mouse grip, but I guess keyboard orientation.
Yeah.
It's just probably the setup that you had when you first started playing.
Literally.
I used to play at LAN cafes where the desk space was like this. You could just put like the keyboard on, right? And the monitor was here.
Yeah.
The fact that players get like 1.25 or 1.5 meters, that's the guarantee of the desk space.
That's
that
the
they
depth
get.
of the desk.
No, that's the width.
That's the width. Okay. Oh,
Right?
okay.
In
Right.
terms of
right.
the depth, I'm not sure exactly what the depth is, but the width is what. So you know, like coming to these events, you're always going to get the same type, like
Yeah.
you know, the desks that go up and down, the chairs, etc. But like, yeah, this is what you're talking about. Everybody does things a little bit different,
Yeah.
right? And I guess it's just circumstance. Some people maybe started playing on a desk that had like a pull-out little tray, or you know, there's all
Right.
these little things.
Just having like no forearm on your keyboard
Yeah.
arm. It's a unique one. I think Twist does the same. Recurring theme is controlling the early apps progression.
They don't
Wasn't
care
the
about
first
banana
half.
at all. They just want to go straight up mid, which is forced out a defensive
Go on,
CT
Yabi.
smoke.
He's feeling himself. The fact he's this far ahead of the play, already in bulk, or thereabouts. He's going to kind of wait for the mid friction first, and that powerful angle you can see held from Wicardia.
EF just took full
They
banana control.
re-smoked. Yeah, okay, so they've got nothing right now. You don't have top banana and you don't have brackets.
The problem, I suppose, for EF is they only have one more smoke themselves. So Magic can block bottom banana at about that 50-second mark. And that's about it. Maybe he saves it and uses it defensively. It might be
Yeah.
the better call because they are starting to pivot back over. So Katie and down to show some presence. Oh, leg spotter for Calix.
Pieces out. Oh, and there's that smoke that Madger saved. It's an interesting one, a conundrum for Astralis.
You feel like you have to gamble. But Madger does these things as an in-game leader where he stays quite stoic. And I feel that... Oh, no, Xantares being called over.
Calix, you're so loud about this. Does very well. Oh,
Beautiful.
wow, the round. In
Gorgeous.
the palm of his hand, he converts it. And they even win out the duels cleanly on B. Not a single casualty. This has gone horribly wrong for Astralis. Oh, 5 alive. It's a Calix round. He is alive and kicking.
I wish I spoke Turkish and we had a comms piece there because I feel like it was, they're coming B, and Calix has gone, I'm coming, guys.
Yeah.
And he's
Oh, bombs down mid.
everybody's here.
Yeah, it definitely felt that way from his like in-game body language. Like he was moving like, I'm coming, and suddenly there was someone in his crosshair. Thankfully, it was placed correctly.
And more Xantares action. From 1 kill to 6, blink and you miss it, 3-round game.
It is worth noting Calix didn't pick up the AK off that person he killed in apps.
Why would he?
Yeah, he dropped his MP9 and brought a USP through.
Oh, okay.
Not ideal.
No, not.
Rocking an A4 anyway.
Get out of here.
All right, Zantares, he's found Stown. He's continuing to start putting his name in the feed chat. He's caught up with Madja, he's caught up with Calix. 1 frag half, but Zantares, he's making it clear that it doesn't happen 2 halves in a row.
Give him those eco bashes to start getting him feeling good. As Cadian has dropped the AK over to Yabby, who does have armor, not of the head variety.
Which would be useful up against the M4A1S and the M4A4.
I feel like when we're doing that stuff, you know, people will go on airplanes and please fasten your seatbelt.
Yeah, right.
Open the window blinds. And,
with a light to attract attention.
It's like, yeah, your life vest has a whistle. It's like, yeah, okay.
Please leave your valuables on board.
And people at home are like, yeah, we get it, idiots. You have to do it. But I've got my headphones in. I want to listen to music.
Go on, Yabby. He's got himself with a 1. And he's going to be searching for a few more. Calix Pit, Wicardia tucked deep in sight. I mean, they're just hoping and praying that there's an overextension from one of these CTs, but it doesn't look like they're going to get it. They've cleared and pushed Banana now. 20 seconds, the contact comes in. Wicardia, oh, wow, stair hit, a lovely wallbang headshot there. And now the bomb goes down. Calix should have the round in the palm of his hands here. Bomb needs to be retrieved. He has the crossfire on that bomb. There's no way in for Astralis. What's going on?
They can't win. Oh, they can.
Oh my god, they're actually going to get the bomb down. How has this fallen apart? How has this gone wrong? Eternal fire. A crossfire on the bomb with 10 seconds left, and then somehow it falls to Madja. Nade would have been perfectly placed towards Pit, would have isolated 2 1v1s. Instead, he opts for sight, and now this crossfire again going to be difficult to break. Hoping for that little overextension from Yabby. Does he peek through? He does, and they deliver a 10th for Astralis. They've stolen it away with their powers combined. Stair and Yabby, 5 kills.
Fumble of the day.
Fumble of the day.
The bomb was down short, right?
Yep. I'm almost certain it was dropped.
I don't know if we can catch that in a context cam or a replay, right? That'd be really great to highlight that. Who was it who piped? So this is great. Really good kill. Calix does enough and he survives. He buys time. So...
There.
Okay, so at this point, who is the guy running up porch and... Zantares. Why?
I can't explain that. You saw the clock, you saw the bomb, and you saw your teammate's position. Device has put Madja on notice, just clips him through the wall, and a shot on the retreat.
Maybe he didn't clock the bomb.
Maybe.
That's the only answer. Why are you surging in for that type of a fight? I can't explain that.
Yeah, right. As soon as you see that bomb, your main instinct is hold it, tuck in.
It's a good fight for you as well. Especially with Calix in Pit, they always have to worry about that. Anyway, double digits.
Fumble of the day.
Astralis, fumble of the day. New segment we started.
I like it, actually.
Brought to you by Specsavers.
That's good. Okay. Someone put that in a PDF.
Sales are here. We'll have a word.
Oops.
Well, they've gambled 3B. They can right their wrongs here, EF. Still going to be a tough game back. Zantares on the boost. Wicardia towards spawn. Madja towards coffins, and a big nade down Yabby's throat.
They're not budging on B, though, despite Yabby's presence. Invested into this. Madja, last of the nades. A flashbang is all he has left, and he's actually just thrown it out prematurely. They don't have a flash now for the defense. Incendiary 28. It's as awkward for Astralis. They have to nail this. Everyone ready. Guns on. Because the fight's coming their way. Madja the bait. Zantares the switch. Gets himself the double with Madja's help. Can't finish off Cadian. They're in. Maybe they're going to overlook him completely. Oh, a lovely clean kill. And the round baits out the shot from Device. He has to get out with the AWP. And they do, right their wrongs. As you astutely pointed out, Eternal Fire do manage to completely resuscitate hope.
Good call to have the gamble stack, and Wakadia, traditionally one of those A defenders, right, just bides his time in the site. Matt just trying to bring the energy, right? And I think this is similar to the conversation the desk was having regarding G2 and the high of winning the Blast 4 finals, right? It's the same kind of thing for EF. They're still hungry to win and be good, but like going so deep within these tournaments is going to zap a lot of their energy. They want to come in, they want to back it up, they want to go deep here, but at the same time, you're at this high, this like emotional high, and the energy and the focus and the grand final and the emotional dump, and it was a couple of weeks ago now, sure, but then to come into this best of one, other side of the world and be like, we need to bring this energy, right? It's tough to make sure, and I used to talk about this when I first transitioned across, it's like, if you're only giving 80%, right, because you expect someone else to pick up the slack of that, but everyone down the line is only somehow bringing 80%. And right now it feels like Faber through his early, like he tried to bring the energy up early, right, within like the first 3 or 4
it's
rounds.
Like he could tell, he could sense.
Madge is the only one trying to bring it now still.
Yeah.
They think they're the favorites, they are the favorites, and they have to battle back into this game. Astralis, by looking rough, but it's going to be about the Eternal Fire decisions, because I think Astralis have enough to contest AWP for device.
All right. How'd you get the most out of a T-side orb? Ouch, Cadian. He's very brave. He's obviously got a game plan here. He wants top banana early, and that Molly's not going to achieve it. That Molly's not going to achieve anything. And there's some info for them. Device spotted out. They know where the orb is. They can make informed decisions based off of that info. Smoked off flash, smoked off half wall. Potential to flash through it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, well, we have these pistols. Why don't we just pop and fight the sandbag player? You can't anymore. Madge's dipped. Don't go too far, Zantares. Right now, Woxic from Arch side has decent mid control. Wakadia has also bolstered the defenses, so stick to your guns. Quite literally, you're going to need them. They're ahead.
This pushing. Zantares tested. Commits to the spray. No one's dead. Stown does go down eventually, trying to pass through the smoke. Mancha does well to get away after the dink. And it's all Eternal Fire frags. A bomb plant? Pretty good going. And now Stairs picked himself up the AWP. Oh, 2v5 that there should be no conversation about. All opting Ruin's side. And I say that, Calix might have a little look. Wakadia cautious as well. They know there was an AWP in the mix. And now it's revealed. Now the Molly forces him in. They line up. Stair gets the shot, gets away, gets the dig. This cannot be happening. It should not, will not. Nade on his face. Cadian can come up clutch. 15 points of health and doesn't hit the first. He will not get a second chance. A valiant attempt from Stair with that collateral. Nearly spiraled into an impossible round for Eternal Fire to lose. Getting a little possible.
Walking on eggshells in all these rounds, aren't they? They get 3 kills on the way into B. It's a 2v5 retake. The smoke starts to fade, and the lineup from Stair makes us believers. I was thinking in my head, hey, you know what? If Cadian had the ore, we know this guy's crazy in the clutch. Stair's the one who's putting on the display.
God, I can't believe it gets that close. He's Molotoved out of position. Bang. Triple swung, and he leaves with 3 kills. And imagine he hits that one.
Yeah, which definitely possible. Well, it was an eco. We're back into the buys. Locking horns. 2-round difference. EF on the comeback.
Double molly, double trouble, trapped, HE and smoke required. They're trying to retreat. I love this. Wait, Magic went through the flame. Does that mean they overlook Wakadia? They're going to completely ignore him. They have no idea the smoke covers him. He's got the whole team in front of him. He's got the whole team in front of him. And loads his mag gets one. 3v3 though, this is still awkward. The bomb is on T steps. They've got the B side, but they don't have the B plant. This is weird now. What happens if Calix gets activated towards middle? He's still so passive and concerned about the bomb finish.
I think they will just finish towards B. Because there's smoke on device. They can re-smoke CT once Yabi gets there. And look at all the damage you just took in the previous round. If you're EF, you probably save right now. You probably have to save right now. Yeah,
especially now the smoke on the cross. Like, there's no way. You take one pot shot, you hope you hit Yabi. If you don't, you get out of there.
Next round, the loss bonus is only 1,400. They have to save. They don't have a choice. They do not have a choice. You need to be getting out of there.
What's he doing? He's still thinking about it. I guess cautious of the Ruins push.
Like, if he gets a kill, then maybe there's a chance. It's a 2v2, right? So hanging around, fair enough. Going fishing, no dramas with that. But you really need these rifles going into the next round of play. And we can do a quick little bit of maths here. So taking a look at the residual cash right now, you're going to have Madja and you're going to have Wakadia with 1,400 coming into their bank balance. That's going to put Wakadia just over 3K. Madja, 3.4. I can't do maths. Don't worry about it. It's going to be somewhere in the mid-threes. So not enough for a purchase, I wouldn't say.
No,
actually,
just rifles? Or?
Well, Calix can drop Silence Don't Fall.
Terrorists win.
I don't know. I feel. But here's the problem. Here's the problem. You only get 1,900 lost next round. You won't have an AWP next round if Woxic dies in this one. So if you don't bolster behind what you saved, you might never see it again, and you will have a gun round next round, but it will still be a little bit weaker. Like right now, they've got 2 M4s, 2 MP9s, and 8. It's winnable.
Yeah.
It's definitely a winnable round.
Okay. Wow. So yeah, actually, Calix, the $2,950 has actually facilitated a very threatening-looking buy around that AWP.
100%. So what can they get out of this, EF? You've battled back. You've given some hope to the Turkish fans watching back at home. But this series, or this map, mind you, it is a best of one, has not gone your way. We switched the pistols, but it was a very light T-half, one that they just felt frazzled, right? They didn't look like they had a game plan that they wanted to follow. Astralis had thrown them for a bit of a loop.
Yeah, and this is EF's Inferno we're talking about. They've beaten Na'Vi, Vitality. They've beaten big names on this map. And Astralis, my first half to be proud of, but this T side, is it going to have any more twists? Any more struggles? Any more woes? Madja tucked in half wall, playing a dangerous game with that MP9, but remains persistent and smokes off half wall to buy time.
Yeah, feels... Obviously, we get to see everything. It feels early, though, right?
Yeah.
At this point, with the limited utility that they have remaining, we're talking almost nothing.
That was the last smoke.
It might be some dropped for Madja, right? And there you go. So, oh, I don't see a smoke there.
Well,
so it is.
it is.
Okay.
Crazy.
Unless one's floating elsewhere. 4 towards A, just Madja B. You better hope, if you're EF, that they do come knocking on the fortified site.
That's a brave swing. Wakadia catches Cadian. Swinging with the incendiary.
They can't be.
Nice little touch of aggression.
Where are they?
They'd be walking into the Lion's Den of A. Wakadia and Woxic about to be tested. Wakadia fails, Woxic passes, finds Yabi. Stair will activate, taking all of that long space, but Zentares holds a very tiny, narrow gap on the cross.
Is it going to be a save the other way, or do they attempt this 2v4?
He's left the bomb so he can try and investigate. Device with 20 seconds left is just running and gunning. Info, that trajectory of the flashbangs, they know where Madja is. Molly forces him wide, Device hits the head, but Zentares is there! Lovely quick double from Zentares to secure a 9th. We go again.
Okay, well, save on the T side, not necessary. The loss bonus is playing into their favor, and I just saw them buy up, then a tactical timeout called, then everybody sell back. So I think we'll see what Rugger has to say about this one. Just 2 rounds, the difference, and 2 rounds necessary for Astralis to get across the line. Important for Zentares to be finding these key kills late within the piece, but I think Wakadia in mid with that kill on Acadian was huge. Woxic standing tall on the AWP, also sending them packing elsewhere. Rugger with a lot of talking right now on how they want to try and finish this. Does he think that they need full guns, full utility to try and close things down? That could be the discussion that's had right now, which does leave them with a Device Hero AK. He has the absolute most. Everybody else could upgrade in partially. Tech 9s, Mac 10s, and they could still make a round out of this, especially after the round we saw EF fumble not that long ago. And there it is. So, a bunch of smokes, couple of flashes, pistol upgrade, some armor. But you want to allow Device to work. You want to put it in a position to take a fight, just like this. So much space early. So blind!
That's perfect from Madja. 2 flashes as well. Really diligent stuff. You could see just how blind he was. Just a victim.
Great reaction.
Yeah.
And Device did get the space, but that's it, right? The fact he gets negated and they take it back immediately, it's all for naught. They lose the biggest investment within the round. Madja low, Zentares on point. Now, the only way that this goes wrong, Zentares dies without a kill, and Madja then just gets blown over because of his HP. But they've dropped back a bit. Madja lining up a nade. Come on, man.
Oh,
Give
mate,
it to us.
I wanted to see it.
He's a utility goblin, isn't he?
Oh, he is, for sure. But also, this is a flash that everyone should be learning.
He's gone from, I'm going to do a nade, to I'm going to do a flash. Now I'm back to doing a flash. You have the nade. Bang!
Meh. Better be one hell of a flash. Because Antares has got a whole team barreling towards him. Flashes in, blinded, and executed. Both of them doing the dance there. Yabi completely isolated at the back of Banana. Pushing up now, but Ricardia has you across. And yeah, we're going to be seeing a 10th round. But this is going to be a one-round game here. Are Astralis really going to let this one slip away? A 9-3 half, and currently 10-11. Eternal Fire putting up a fight. And one of those rounds, as we described, fumble of the day. Eternal Fire could have had an extra one.
Okay, well, they took... Hold up a second.
Yeah, I heard Mac Daddies. Is he talking about the Mac 10?
Device has a Mac 10. Does he have the best spawn? He does. Device could have bought an AK, everybody. He still has 1900 left over. An AK could have well been in his remit. He's bought a Mac 10. So is he going to charge up Banana again? Are they going to try... It's 4-man B start from EF? Or just donation?
Okay.
Just donation to util. They're going up mid. They're going to pop through this. They're going A. They are going A and the site is open right now. The rotation needs to get in place.
Walk6 somehow catches Device perfectly placed on that sniper crosshair. Ricardia flashed off. Look at this jump sound spinning around like a Beyblade. Gets himself into the side, gets the frag necessary. Lovely pace. Is that off a timeout, right?
Yeah.
Did Rugger just take one of my
No,
trippers?
he took one in the previous to make sure they didn't force.
Okay. What a lovely change of pace. Completely catches EF off kilter.
They're going for it as well.
Yeah, Cadian's in a prime position, but Woxic will be holding this. Can't help but feel that this is a risk from Cadian.
Are they calling it off? They're not going for it. They've cancelled.
Okay, held the smoke as well, so yeah, all good in the hood.
I know the loss bonus is only going to be quite limited, but they would have had the funds trying to do damage on the way out the door. Woxic's grabbed one, might be going down the bomb here. No, it'll be Stown who takes him. The AWP removed.
Terrorists win.
He can get dropped another one. It's not the end of the world. Calix can drop one, but that type of a call, do Astralis have another one up their sleeve to finish things off?
Missed out the retrieval of the Woxic Orb, so there will not be an AWP in play for Device.
Final tactical timeout from Rugger. So save these for the crucial moment. And it looks with the U2 you see flying in and the bodies that they have enough to do this. But just the spread, that camera caught it quite perfectly. The CT and Sentry, right? It's not really threatening whatsoever. They're able to pass through it and around it. They did smoke off apps. They got the molly in time, but Astralis followed through. And I respect that. They lost that opening kill, but they followed through. They believed the call. They didn't just stop. They actually, that was perfect. And Eternal Fire trying to get tricky with it. 2 players extra towards B for utility donation. They are hightailing it as fast as they can to fortify that A site because it is so rare that you just see an all-in A rush, especially on a full gun round.
Yeah, for real.
And especially in a game that's as tense as this one.
And after so many, rounds of what's been more default, to suddenly just throw a big blast of pace, and at such a good time as well with your teammates, or rather your opponents, starting 4B.
Well, Device throwing the Magus Smoke to use against EF.
Oh, there was a little window of opportunity for a down one tap there, but the nade right on his doorstep puts him down sub 50. Conversation being had here about the A finish and the A util. Arch smoke from Stair.
And we're going to get Cadian, Stown, and Yabi potentially against Heroic, Shush, and Tessus.
That could be golden. Okay, so they get smoked off at early doors. It's not the end of the world, but you did just throw out a Moto smoke, so that is quite indicative of your intentions.
Stown has another one, so if they want to just hit it at a later tempo, that is very possible. Battening down the hatches are EF. 3 players on A. Xantara is not too far behind. Here it is. Another Moto smoke thrown out. The CT utility to defend. Light on.
Could be a well-timed incendiary. Throws himself one out onto the balk, forces him into the fight. Good flash! Oh, Yabi! He couldn't get this crosshair there in time. Ricardia covers. The stack on A rewarded. Eternal Fire repel the invaders. Send those Vikings back on their boat.
Saving. They have to save now. Sure, the loss bonus is still marginally in their favor, right? We're talking 2,400 into the next round, but that means they're not going to have any AKs, right, if they just threw all of these in. So the biggest issue is the residual cash. Cadian can buy one nade, so he probably buys a smoke into the next. Stown can't buy anything. Stair will be able to buy a set. Device with 2,400. Yabi's going to be in the Galil territory, so I think Device will probably go for something a little bit lighter, and they're out of timeouts. I think Rugger just called the last one, so they're going to have to solve this as a unit right now.
It's probably what they're doing right now as they save.
All right, one more round. We go to overtime. MR3. But just important little dribs and drabs of moments from each EF player in terms of like massive, crazy, like impact clutches. Not really, but just important kills where necessary. As we've seen them trickle back up to this point, just a one-round game. So Device, yeah, heavy utility with a Deagle. Yabi, Galil, a couple of nades, and they've got enough to work with here, Astralis. They're trying the A-rush again. Or are they making it look like the A-rush? But this is where that pattern calling, something that worked in the past, can we replicate? Can we use it to force a weakness? Just gotta be careful with that. You never want both players spamming at the same time. If you only got two behind a smoke, you never know what could happen.
Combo util. Presence everywhere.
Wrap.
And look at what Cardia Cook finds Cadian just before the smoke does plume. And Cardia could be set for more. He's hearing these audible steps. He's held by Stown. Their setup is potent. And hang on, Astralis have hit some heads. Now Woxic's under a lot of scrutiny. Hits a quick scope. In trouble. Goes down. A 2v2 emerges for the game. Astralis can take it here in regulation, just between the powers of Stown and Yabi. Or can Madja and Zentares come up? Yabi's behind Madja. This is insane. Madja's dead. He's booked. And Astralis will take it in regulation unless Zentares can save them. A quiet start. But it could be a very loud finish! Stown will close it down. Regulation conversion. Astralis take Inferno and take down EF.
A huge first half, but the second got dicey. It got tense, but Astralis will get themselves across the line. They will win the best of one, and they will lock themselves in for a best of three against Heroic, the old org for the trio, for a spot in the playoffs. That one's got some sauce.